Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to Lunch Money. We're your new noon. I'm your host, Gina Savage. I'm a talent booker, the creator of Sunshine State Comedy. I'm here with my good friend. She is the host of Christy Unleashed stand-up comic, Christy Miller. Here we are, Monday.
Yes! Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Happy Monday.
Is it
I hear it's never really, is it? We always do that. It's never really like, ooh, yay, wow.
Yay!
I'm hot. And good night. And good night already. First of all, I have no idea. We have some topics because we have we're prepared. But like, do I really want to talk about anything, really?
No, let's just not and say we did. Yeah.
We're here for you.
Right, this is lunch money, people. This is lunch. So we're gonna have lunch and then hopefully we'll have some money. So it's that kind of show.
You know what? I'm waiting on it. You know, they say the miracle, they say don't quit before the miracle.
Don't quit before the miracle.
That's what they say. Don't quit before the miracle.
It's true.
So I quit, but it came back. So I'm not quitting again.
Hey, I quit quitting, sweetie.
I quit quitting. I quit quitting. Da 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 da. Ba 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 da. Dating myself with that. What was that commercial?
That's hello, Mata. Hello, Fada. Here I am at Camp Granada.
What?
Camp is very entertaining, and I'm sure we'll have some fun when it stops raining. Good night. I'm 100.
Good night. All right, let's tell the kids, at least catch you guys up to speed, all 55 of you that watch the show.
That many?
You know, sometimes, look, let's face reality here. We're not like on a, like, you know, we're doing this ourselves. I think that's actually pretty freaking good considering, like, you know, it's, you know, we're not on a platform that is exposing us to, you know, whatever. But anyway, we're we're like in the 55, 75, 80, 103, you know, it's growing. People are understanding what's happening here at Lunch Money.
And we love all
right, let's talk about
75 of you. We love you. We're exclusive. We narrow our audiences down to the nearest 75, and we close the gap. Like that's the cap. No more people can watch. It's a limited edition. It's limited quantity. That's how we roll.
Exactly. So I have some really good news to report.
What is that?
You are looking at a woman that does not have a fatty liver. Thank you. I do not have a fatty liver.
Fat liver played black magic, lit the candles one by one.
So I got the ultrasound results back, completely normal. Yay. So you know how that made me feel? It made me feel like a young spring chicken again.
Oh, did you go out bang some hot 18-year-olds? Yeah. No?
I'm so not in the mood to bang.
Bang, bang, you shot me down, bang, bang, and I hit the ground, bang, bang, that awful sound.
Before the show, I want to do it before the show. Christy and I, before the show, Christy and I were talking about like changing the backdrop. This is our lovely set here. But we had one, I swear, it looked like you said, it looked like the AVN Awards. It was like all like neon and dark, and it looked like we were about, and for the best blowjob on camera, it really, that's what it looked like.
Oh, we'll show the kids what it looked like.
Yes. Oh, you can't do it to me, can you?
No, I have to send it to you.
But that's what it looked like.
Hi, nominees for the best anal are.
It's like, it's so perfect for that. It's or like you're about to interview a porn star, you know, from there. You could totally.
I'm going to be a porn star accepting my award. I'd like to thank everybody for my actressing award because I really did a lot into the, you know, expanding in my throat to take the load in my
For the best.
I want to thank God for giving me the ability to relax my anal muscles to take cock. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you. Good night. We're gonna get banned
Canceled.
from Facebook yet
Oh.
again.
You will. I will.
Yeah,
All right.
that's it.
All right, now back to the studio.
Back to our regularly scheduled daytime programming. Lunch money, your new noon. Yeah. So yeah, that we're playing around with different ideas because this is a good set. But I mean, I think, you know, maybe we need. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we need something more eye catching, or I don't know. See, now I just something dimmed on mine, but I hope you can still see me.
I see.
Okay, fabulous. So, you know, there's a lot of different things going on, but I do want to acknowledge the passing just recently of a very talented actor, character actor for the most part, Ned Beatty.
You sure got a purty mouth, boy.
You
Wanna
got a pretty
squeal
mouth.
like a pig for me, boy. Thank you. That's my
Can I
nickname.
tell you? Oh my God! When I was a kid when that movie came out, like a lot of things, I was a kid. That was another movie. I was a kid, and I never understood that. Later on, when I watched that movie as an adult, I was beyond disturbed. It's disturbing. Deliverance is disturbing.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, white
But-
people. Thank you. Thank you.
You're right. So,
Thank you. Thank you,
reminds me of
cousin.
Canteen Boy on SNL.
I was talking to
Canteen
Teddy
Boy.
Smith about Ned Beatty passing and like his
Right.
big claim to fame, like the biggest role that everybody knows him for is Deliverance and getting
Yeah.
fucked in the ass by the hillbillies. And I was like, thank God. I told Teddy, I go, thank God his wife wasn't black, because she would have, whenever they had an argument, she would have fucking thrown
She
that in
would-
his face.
Oh God.
Well, at least I didn't get fucked in the ass by a hillbilly.
A hillbilly and that movie is disturbing. I want to tell you something. A couple things. Let's move on because, you know, it's sad. He was a talented actor.
I
If
know.
I'm not mistaken,
For
my
everything.
mother many years ago, I think it was him, could have been Wilford Brimley. I don't know. It's like that genre of actor, but my mother was never afraid to go up to people. This is before me acting, any of that kind of stuff. So
Right.
we're in a restaurant one time and my mom's having a couple beverages and she sees who I do believe it's Ned Beatty, but it could have been Wilford Brimley. It's somebody like that. But for the
Right.
purposes of this conversation, it's Ned
Diabetes.
Beatty. It's Ned Beatty. And
Diabetes.
she goes over to she's like, I'm going to go over and say hello. And now she's probably a little younger than I am now. So imagine me walking over and just like, you know, he's eating dinner and she doesn't.
Right.
And she walks over and it's not even that crowded. And she's like, I just love you. I think you're delicious and great. And, you know, just being, you know, my mom, just,
Right, of
you're
course.
just great. And then he's eating dinner. God knows who he's with. And she just kisses him on the cheek and leaves.
Oh my God.
So if you have any questions,
Ned
That's
Beatty,
right.
you were Me Too'd. Okay. You were me.
by my mom.
My mom Me Too'd Ned Beatty, and all I got was his lousy t-shirt.
And on that note, it was probably Wilford Brimley. But anyway,
Diabetes.
diabetes.
My mom Me Too'd Wilford Brimley, and all I got was his lousy diabetes.
Oh, so yeah. So I mean, so that's so that was that, and I'm, you know, I'm just like this. It's been weird, like comedy wise and politics wise. Like I haven't been able to really like. I can't focus on anything politics. I just can't. I don't know about you, but I will
No,
tell you what.
I ignore it. I ignore it.
It's so convoluted. I will just tell you this, and then I want to tell you what I did while we were, you know, like this last week, and then
And,
what
that-
your week was like.
I want to hear about that, and I also want to talk about this whole Katt Williams, Cedric the Entertainer thing too.
Absolutely.
'Cause
So
that
let me
was
just
amazing.
yeah, it was yes. Okay, so so last week, what did I do? Two things.
Mhm.
I watched I had a slumber party, right? And what, you know, I'm an adult woman having a slumber party with my friends, Esther and my friend Karen. And we decided we were going to watch a horror movie. That's what you do. You watch a scary thing with your friends.
Yes.
We played Truth or Dare for like one or 2 minutes, where we all decided that if it was today's world, we would sleep with Christopher Lloyd. Don't ask why or how. Just it was Truth or Dare. And those were the answers, and everyone agreed Christopher Lloyd was acceptable.
Yo, Christopher Lloyd, son, very ripped stunt double.
We're talking about the young Christopher Lloyd, the taxi, Jim, like, it's like,
Okay.
who would you sleep with? So everyone was like, Jim, of course. But we watched this movie, The Bada Duke.
Bada bing, bada duke. How you doing?
I wish it was The Bada Bing. It would have been much more entertaining. People were like, oh, this is so scary. I didn't watch it for years because I was like, I'm going to be scared. And I don't, like when you hear this is like one of the scariest movies. And the whole time I'm like, waiting for it. Like I'm waiting for it. And I'm like, and the whole time I'm like cutting up during the whole thing. Like, it just sucked. Okay. I don't care. It made $100 million. They spent $2 million. To me, it's like the woman who acted, the acting was great.
Right.
But I'm like, okay, no, this was not The Exorcist. It was good. It was interesting, but it wasn't like I waited years because I was going to be scared. So that's what I did on break. I watched a scary movie that wasn't scary. And you?
I just did gigs and just worked out. I have a boring fucking life. That's all I did. Tell jokes.
Well, that's not boring.
So the shows were all fucking great, and it was phenoms.
All right, so I agree with you. We're doing gigs. Comedy's alive. Yes. And I also did a gig, and I was very happy. I want to just mention David Sadman, who produces down here at the Beer Garden and other places. Thank you for that spot. All the comedians on the show. Let's talk about Katt Williams.
Yes. Katt Williams has accused Cedric the Entertainer for stealing his bit in the Kings of Comedy, his Cadillac alien spaceship bit. Now, I know that Cedric responded to the stolen joke allegations. Mm-hmm. I haven't listened to his response yet or read his response yet. It's a hard thing because Katt Williams, totally Cadillac alien spaceship. Katt Williams is like a pimp. Yes. But Cedric is also pretty fucking Southern. Like he is pretty country. And I totally believe in that parallel thought. Unless they did gigs together and worked a lot together, then I would say, yo, what are you doing? But if they didn't work the same circuits and weren't around each other and they just had a parallel thought, it's hard to tell. You know what I mean? So what is your take on it?
So here's my thought. Okay. So Cedric, of course, does not believe he did that. Right. And that's basically his response. Of course. Then I went down a rabbit hole where Wendy Williams had weighed in and believes that, the joke was stolen or, and has had some sort of thing going on with Katt where she wants to make peace, and that's all good. I think that's all good. Let's just, can we all make peace? Because our industry really needs a lot more peace, right? Can we all just do our jobs? Okay?
Give peace a chance.
I'm a Hallmark card for just like, I'm just trying to run a fucking show. That's what I'm trying to do. Just do a little stand-up, run a little show, try to be fair, right?
Yep.
So, but in answer to your question, I do think there's parallel thought. I do think sometimes subconsciously people take things. I do know of comics that have outright stolen, not realized the person that they stole the joke from was in the room, and then the person comes and confronts them, and then they get scared. Yes. Yeah. And I've had that happen. That happened a couple of years back.
I used to put a lot at the Comedy Store back in the day.
I heard that Robin, I'm not trying to speak ill. This is just me repeating I heard that Robin Williams himself might have taken a joke or two. I've heard a lot of different stories over the years. My thing is, it is a very hard thing to prove, just, where did the thought, because you could say, Jessica Kirson does that great alien bit, right? She does a great alien bit.
Yeah.
If I do the thing that I want to do, is that sort of in line with that? Like it's, and I don't, it's not, because it's not going to be about the discovery like hers is, but it becomes this, hey, that's my theme, that's my joke, that's my thing, and the bottom line is, if you know you did it, or it's so freaking obvious, you should apologize and just not do the damn joke.
Yeah. There's a ton of
or pay the person to use the joke.
Well, back, when Dave's special came out, that one white comic, what was his name, said that he wrote his LGBTQ joke that Dave Chappelle did in Sticks and Stones. And he said Dave stole his joke. And Dave goes, I didn't steal your joke. And Dave had video logs of him doing the joke way before the kid had video logs of him doing the joke. So the kid totally shot himself in the foot. He totally Plaxico Burressed himself right in the leg. It was hilarious. But it's like, it's weird because people steal shit all the time. And the old adage is that whoever gets it on TV first wins.
Right.
Which it sucks because you work your fucking ass off and you get a really good bit, then someone steals it. And I've had jokes stolen from me. And it's everybody has. And it's like, my question was, why now come out about it? If it happened, Kings of Comedy was what? 15, 20 years
it depends on where you're getting interviewed. Like, unless the question comes up, it's like, that's what I think. I think a lot of it, like, you just asked me about this, right? Like, we're just coming. It's like, sometimes people don't ask the right questions. That just happened to be the right question.
No. What I'm saying is, back when he did Kings of Comedy and it was out, why didn't Katt Williams make a stink then? That's what my question is. Like,
I don't know.
Oh my
That's
God, my joke is he said he was sitting in the movie theater because he's all stoked about, watching the Kings of Comedy, and he sees his joke on the screen. And a lot of times these A-listers will steal from unknowns, thinking that these unknowns aren't ever going to get on TV. I have names of people that have told me they do that, and I won't mention them here. But they will take from open micers or, little bringer comics, thinking, oh, I could take that. No one's going to see them. And that might have been what Cedric did. But Katt should have said something then, but maybe Katt didn't have a platform back then. Who knows? I don't know.
Who knows? We don't know. And to be, and I'm going to be fair to both comics, because they're both just great talents. It's at this point, it's like, to say something that happened a million years ago, I don't understand that, just, be mindful not to do it. And because people will know and people will find out, especially in this day and age, if it originated somewhere. But I'm going to say, for the sake of it, maybe he just didn't realize it, or maybe it subconsciously was back there. And this happened while I was at, I think at Broadway one night. A comic came in and another comic had beef with that comic for precisely the same reason. And sometimes, I just don't like getting involved in those things. I'm very, like, my whole thing is I like to be Switzerland. I am neutral. I'm in a position of management. So you guys duke that out. Just duke it out, figure it out. I don't really, because personally, if I'm booking both those guys, let's say I get to that point where I can book those guys, and will. Okay. And that's, I will do that again.
100.
But hopefully. But if I get to that point, I don't want to take sides. I want to book talent that, just do what, Now, to what I'm saying. So Katt Williams also was talking about cancel culture and how, he had a point. At first, I didn't really understand it, but if I'm reading this right, he's like, so big deal if, this is just me paraphrasing.
Right.
So big deal if you have to take a couple of things out that are offensive. Your job as a comic is to please your audience, right? Okay, right. I see his point.
Yeah.
To please your audience, to not offend, to create jokes that people understand are jokes.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So if you are not funny or able to do that, then you shouldn't be on the stage.
Correct.
I'm paraphrasing. I believe though that like in terms, and he's like, and cancel culture is not a culture.
No.
It is like, we don't like this shit anymore. Stop doing it. That's what it really is. We don't like this. Stop it. And in many cases, it should be. In many cases, that shit should be stopped.
Well, that and well, yeah. And then, but what I don't like is them going back through time and finding things from 15, 20, 30 years ago that they want to cancel. It's like, you can't do that. You got to move. That's why people move forward. It's called growth. It's called, evolving. People aren't doing what they did 20 years ago. They've evolved. So just stop. That's it defeats the whole purpose. And what Katt is saying is,
yes. Thank you.
If you're being offensive, like a lot of these comics or something, that want to like push the boundaries, Chelsea Handler, and like think that they're being edgy. Yes. And edgy and ooh, I'm going to say something controversial because it's going to get me, clicks or downloads or likes or follows. That's when it's going to fall flat. When it's like, you need to stop, knock it off, because there's no there's no authenticity behind it. There's no positive intention behind it. There's no funny behind it. It's just like pulling a Tony Hinchcliffe and just getting mad and ranting at the guy opening the show or emceeing the show for no apparent reason. There was no funny. His intent was to hurt him, and his intent was anger. And the fact is, there was no jokes, nothing. So stop doing that. If you could talk about controversial things and that's your point of view, and you make that shit funny, like Paul Mooney, like we were talking last time about 9/11, like that next weekend, he was on stage talking about 9/11, and it was so funny. And it's like, everybody's like, no, it's too soon. But no one ever said that to Mooney, because he knew how to take deep political controversial subjects and make them hilarious so we could all digest them properly, because that was Paul Mooney's voice. If that's not your voice, you shouldn't be doing stuff that's not, like, for me, I don't do political shit because that's not my voice. I do, hey, sweetie, is your fat daughter dyke man thing still here? Oh, hey, Chaz, I didn't realize eating pussy was so fattening. Woo, like, I do stupid shit, self-deprecation, talk about how I want Andrew to bang me like a screen door in a tornado. That's my voice. So I can say to those kind of crazy shit and sell it, because that's my 100% authentic self. And my true intent is funny and laugh and from love. But I would never try to do, controversial, I'm going to talk about this taboo subject and I'm going to go there because that's so cool. No, I would shoot myself before anybody else.
I hear what you're saying. So to that end, and I'm just going to say to aspiring comedians, if you really want to avoid doing someone's joke, I know a lot of stuff is topical, keep the focus on you. Your experience. That's kind of what I do in my, like you're talking jokes about having sex with young dudes and their dads walking in, right, or whatever.
Three-way.
Hey, Pop. And I'm talking about a guy getting upset about Snackle.
It's
so
you talk about your
focus on you, and then there's no one you can't say you can't steal somebody's fucking experience anyway.
100%. That's why most people do, talk about family and relationships and their personal experience, because that's their experience and no one can take it.
Yes.
I don't have a relationship, so I don't have that. So I just make fun of the Kardashians, sweetie.
And that, yes.
And how I want to fuck Andrew Cuomo. Hey.
All right.
But yeah.
All right. Well, I know we're getting close. I don't have. We're getting.
What else funny?
And I don't want to bang anything. I don't want to bang a thing. Getting back to that, I like our AVN award background. I'm vying to that one because I think that's going to be. I'll try that next week.
Oh, next week, maybe our new thing will be the AVN platform on the new. If we get our shit together and get.
Does the AVN need a podcast that is a little? I don't know. Anyway.
Evian, is that a water, sweetie? Hey, do you have any Evian? Is that my Evian? I'd like to thank everybody for this bottle of water. Hey.
So what's coming up for you?
Oh gosh, what is coming up for me? I'm just this week we still got, Wednesday nights at 9:00, Christy Unleashed with Mark Riccadonna on govsradio.com. And I have some shows coming up, and I don't remember at the end of the month, but my July is packed full of stuff. And if you go to my Instagram at Christy Miller Comedy, you can see all my show dates on some of the posts there, or you can follow me on Facebook. Hey, follow me on Facebook because we're 100. But I post all my stuff on Instagram and Facebook, and that's it. And you can also follow my show at Christy Unleashed on Instagram as well. But yeah, go there. You'll see tour dates and all that fun stuff there. So that's
you do work hard, and because she's not feeling well prior to this podcast. You are a trooper. Troop de dupes. I said
Thank
it.
you.
You're a trooper.
Troopers.
All I have this week. Yes. I have the Dubliner this week, Wednesday night, free show. I'm very excited. It's a very good show with Lalo Rodriguez, who I've used before. He's proving to be quite the MC, ladies and gentlemen. Jared Stein, up and comer, very funny. Johnny Azari, who I think just he's talking about those things we don't always talk about, right? He's a little spicy like that. Sharon Pfeiffer, who I saw a couple weeks ago on David Sadman's show, so funny. And we're gonna top it off with Flip Schultz, and the industry better snap out of it regarding Flip Schultz, because Flip's fucking funny.
Flip's flipping funny.
Flip's flipping funny industry. I said it.
She said it.
Nobody cares.
No,
all right.
Because you got to do it like Nene Leakes. I said what I said.
I don't even know. I don't know why. I don't know why this move comes. I got to do this move. What is that? I said what I said. I say I would do that anyway. I said what I said.
But your Dubliner show has been rocking though. So
Dubliner show has been packing out. Already have
that.
A few free tickets sold. No, but I have it on Eventbrite. Eventbrite wasn't working last week. Now I guess it was a glitch. I was right. They did fix it. The end.
Oh, good. Yay.
Yeah. Thank you, Eventbrite. So other than that, I'm going to be spending the week in West Palm. And then I'll be in New York in July for a week. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, New York. Right for the 4th of July, I'll be around. If anyone cares to get in touch with me.
Hey, I'd like to touch you, sweetie. Hey, nothing. Me too.
Nothing.
Me too. Any of us
No.
too?
Yeah. So that's basically it. I mean, let's see if we can get through another week.
Yeah.
And try to be kind.
No.
I'm a Hallmark card. All right, just try not to hurt anybody.
Oh God, we are
all right.
Mess. What a weekend. It was fun. I did shows all weekend and they were amazing. So I'd gotten food poisoning. That's why I was sick. So I'm not like sick. So it was like food poisoning. So that's why I'm kind of like today. So
it's all right. We're here. This is 35, right? This is 35. Yep. And pretty much for 35 weeks, with the exception of Memorial Day, we have been here every week. Kudos to us for giving you lunch money. This is a commitment to bring some enlightenment and joy and just goofy good times to you. So on that note, I'm out.
That's it. This has been Lunch Money. I've been your host, Christy Miller, alongside Gina Savage. We will see you every Monday here at noon, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on YouTube. And look out for us soon. We're going to revamp the show. and re-release and launch on Patreon at some point in the next couple weeks. So be on the lookout for that. And we'll see you next Monday. Deuces.